Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Taylor Lauren here. I hope you guys are having a happy day. Whenever you're watching this, it's currently Sunday and I had a great weekend. My mother-in-law came to visit us and the baby for a week. We took family pictures yesterday, so we kind of just been hanging out. My husband has taken her back to the airport. Baby B is napping, so I was like, hey, let me get some filming done because I haven't been able to film for the past 2 weeks because things have just been hectic at home and at work and just getting ready for my mother-in-law to arrive and spend the week with us. So I've been putting like family first, but now we have some downtime. I have about maybe another hour and a half while B sleeps, so I thought I would film for y'all today. So I hope that y'all are having a good week, a good weekend whenever you're watching this. It's Sunday. It's a nice breezy, beautiful day. We might go for a family walk later. But yeah, you guys, so I hope that y'all are doing well and that you're happy because I'm well and I'm happy. So in today's video, we're going to continue with our wedding series, right? Because I still have maybe like 3 more wedding videos that I want to film for y'all. My husband and I are approaching our 1 year anniversary in about 2 months. And our wedding planning process was just really it's kind of like ethereal and fun for me, and I learned a lot. So I just kind of wanted to pass that on to y'all. So today we're going to be talking about how you can better organize your guest list, right? This was like one of the things that really stressed me out. Just so many people. We both have big families. Both of our parents, my parents and my in-laws both have siblings. I have a sibling. My husband has multiple siblings, so it can just be hectic just with the family piece alone, right? If you have a big family, we're not even talking about like friends. We didn't invite a lot of our friends to our wedding. I think between the two of us, me and my husband, it was maybe like 10 friends, and everyone else was literally related to us in some sort of way. That's how big our guest list was. I think our initially we probably had like 200 people on our guest list, and then as the RSVP started rolling in and we started considering like who we actually want to be there, I think our guest list ended up being 145. I think we sent out like 145 invitations, and I think we probably had maybe actually 135 people show up. So that's just kind of to give you a little background about what our guest list looked like. And I was just very stressed out about how to organize it, how we wanted to send out RSVPs, invitations. We did not do paper invitations. Postage costs a lot. People don't be mailing back those little RSVP cards on time, all of that stuff. So we actually had a wedding website through, I can't remember who it was. Oh my God. But it was a great wedding website. We didn't use the Knot. We used something else. Uh, Dang it, mommy brain. I can't remember y'all, but it was fabulous. If I remember it, I'll just put it in the comments down below. But we did our wedding registry through there. We actually just did like a honeymoon fund because when we got married, we were already living together for 2 years. We didn't need no furniture. We didn't need no sheets, none of that stuff. So we actually did our RSVPs through a wedding website where our guests would just log on to our wedding website and type their name in the guest list box or whatever, search, find their name, RSVP there. So that way we didn't have to worry about no paper, nothing. Everything was electronic. We just created a Facebook group for all of our guests and just added them to the wedding Facebook group, and we sent all the updates in that group, including the wedding website and the link to RSVP for the wedding. So that's how we did it. Now, as far as choosing who to invite, this is what I did, and I think it is a very effective idea. So I created a Google Excel sheet in Google Drive. I created it. I added my husband, my mom, and my mother-in-law to the document to have access to edit, and my wedding planner. Those are the only 4 people who could go in here and add names, take names off. And I had columns. I organized it in columns. So we had bride's family, groom's family, groom's let me backtrack. Ooh. Bride's family, groom's family, bride's friends, groom's friends. So the guest list was organized if you on the bride side or the groom side. When it came down to like our friends that were mutual friends, we just put them on either side of us. And I think this was so effective because this was something that the four of us all, me and my husband, or the five of us, me and my husband, both of our moms and our wedding planner, something that the five of us had access to all the time because Google Drive is so effective. So if you thought of somebody that you wanted to add to the list, you just go in, type them in. Also, the Excel sheet is numbered, so we could tell how many people it was in total. And I think what was also really effective is only a limited number of people had access to this list. Like I said, it was me, my husband, both of our moms, and our wedding planner. And we could always see, when a new person was added. So that's just something that y'all can do. And hopefully it's helpful to help you just kind of organize your wedding guests. And when I tell you, I was really stressed out about who to invite, not even who to invite, but just keeping it organized because I knew it was going to be a lot of people, just keeping the guest list organized. And this was really effective. And it just made it a whole lot easier. Now, initially when you first start, it was hard because for me, I had to as being the bride, both of my parents are still married. My husband was basically raised by a single mom, so he kind of only had to worry about his mom's side of the family. But for me, it was my mom's side and my dad's side, and just organizing those family units. That part was frustrating, annoying, because you don't want to forget anybody. But once you get started, it's really effective and it's really efficient, and you can just go in and change it and update it. Not sending out paper invites was very helpful. We didn't do save the dates. We didn't send out save the dates. We did not send out paper invitations. We did all of that electronically. We actually, our wedding was in April of 2021. In September of 2022, that's when we, it was like probably a month after we booked our venue. We booked our venue in August. So by the next month, September, I definitely know by November, we had already created our Facebook group and notified our wedding guests that, hey, our website is live. You can go ahead and RSVP if you want. And we actually told everybody to make sure that they RSVP'd by February, by the end of February. So that's another thing. If you want to do it electronically via a wedding website, which I think you should, I think it's very effective. You can just get it together so many months before. I think September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So we told our guests 6 months in advance that, hey, it's live. You can go ahead and RSVP if you want. And because a lot of them were family, they already knew what the date was or whatever, we didn't really have issues getting our family to RSVP. And again, our friends list was really small. The amount of friends that we actually had at our wedding, both me and my husband are pretty private. We're homebody. We can be cordial, but if we can stay at home, we're gonna stay at home. So the friends that we had at our wedding were friends that we had been friends with since we were teenagers, 10 plus years of friendship. So we were team no new friends. You make new friends between getting engaged and planning your wedding. We didn't invite them just because we wanted. That's just how we wanted to do it. We wanted to make sure that we actually had friends there who we knew were going to stay in our lives. So yeah, you guys, that's how we did it. We used Google Drive to organize our guest list. It was really effective. It was just us, our parents, and our wedding planner who had access to it. We did hire people to check names at the door, and that went very smoothly as well the day of our wedding. And yeah, I hope that's a helpful tip for y'all. I hope it works out. Use Google Drive. Add pertinent people to the list. I think that was very helpful too. Don't let everybody have access to this list because they're gonna be putting folks that you don't even know on there. So yeah, and it was very helpful having other people have access to the list, other important people, so that they can help me organize as well. So if it was like, you know, a great aunt on my husband's stuff that I didn't know, and I was like, whose name is this? You know, I could like hit up my mother-in-law and be like, who's this? She's like, oh, it's a great aunt, yada yada yada. So okay, cool. So yeah, you know, just use Google Excel, use Google Drive. It's very helpful, very efficient. You know, it updates in real time, so you don't have to worry about like keeping like an actual paper list. Go electronic, eliminate all the paper. Don't be paying for postage. The postage to send out wedding invites and save the dates, y'all, is unnecessarily expensive. And then once the day comes and goes, like people, not everybody keeps that stuff. Now I will say we did have a wedding program. That's one thing we did print out. But as far as like the save the dates and the invitations, create a wedding website, have people log on and search their name and RSVP that way. And everyone is pretty like tech savvy nowadays. Like my grandmother in love had like no issues RSVPing for herself. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, y'all. Just use Google Drive Excel sheets to organize your guest list. Getting started is a bit difficult, but once you get started and you see like all the names in the chart in like real time, it's very helpful to just see everything at once and not have to worry about keeping up with paper or anything, and then having assistants adding names. Like my mother-in-law did their entire side for me, so I didn't have to worry about that. So that's also nice as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. I hope your wedding planning is going great and that your wedding day is everything that you thought it would be and more, because you're beautiful and you're going to be a bride and you're going to be so in love and so lovely and everything's going to go smoothly. And I will see y'all in the next video.